All right, guys, so the camera is live. We are online, I believe. If you guys want to check your phone or whatever, see if we're actually live. I don't know if we really are. Um, we were doing these just on Facebook with the phone, but now I went ahead and grabbed the computer, and we're doing it through the live stream application now. So we have two aircraft now. We're going to do a little comparison here. We have the brand new Mavic 3, this little guy here. Now, those of you that don't know, when it's off, the gimbal goes ahead and automatically locks. It has the gimbal cover and stuff, which I really, really like the gimbal cover by comparison. John, any comments you guys want to make so far in your observations, your first immediate feelings? Come over and talk to the cam. So, what is your first thoughts?
Just looking at the screen, the color, oh, it's richer.
So the color you think is richer, just looking at the screen and so forth. And we're going to take some videos side by side and compare those today. I'm probably looking at our feet here. I'll go ahead and move the camera up here a little bit. All right. This camera is kind of zoomed in pretty tight. So we're going to do some side by side pictures. We took some video this morning. We'll upload that later on to the Mavic 3 pilot group on Facebook. So that way that's available there. And we may put that other places as well. Tim, do you want to say hi? From Nauticam?
Hey, everybody.
I'm not sure if you want to step over a little bit. I'm not sure actually in the shot. There, now you're in the shot. Okay. So Tim is going to be piloting our Mavic 2 today, and Tim is a professional drone pilot. And you went ahead and made all the camera settings. What camera settings did you put on everything?
Yeah, so we're matching to meet the Mavic Pro 2 specs. We're at 4K 30, H.265, manual white balance at 5,000, and it's pretty bright. So we're not using filters on this. So we're at f11, ISO 100.
You know what? I was going to repeat a lot of that, but I'm just going to pass you my headset because I don't think they're
Hearing me?
I don't think they're hearing you because I don't think that camera mic's working. So just repeat all that again.
Sure, yeah. So we match the settings for the Mavic Pro 2 limitations at 4K is 30 frames. So the DJI Pro 3 has a lot more options, going up to 4K 120 and even at 5.1 for the cinema mode. But so to do a direct comparison, we're doing 4K 30 on both drones, shutter speed 1/60, ISO 100, and right now because it's pretty bright, we're going to be launching at f11.
All right. You guys want to go ahead and take off?
Yes, sir.
All right. Clear prop. Mavic 3. What battery percentage are you at? We're at 90%, and you are at
92.
92.
And I turned the Pro 2 on 10 minutes after the 3.
Okay.
So.
And I don't know that we had a 100% charge. And then one of the things that you made a comment about earlier, just a minute ago, John, is that it's really difficult to charge via the aircraft, the battery. And that whole process is kind of clumsy. And so really having that docking charging station is really going to make a big difference. All right. Clear prop Mavic 3. We'll climb to 110. So if you want to go ahead and climb up to 110 on your altitude, John, on the Mavic 3. Clear prop. Yeah, it is a lot quieter. And you guys are going to hear, I'm hoping you guys can hear the volume here. I'll turn the PC audio on. That may help you guys get some ambient noise here. May also cause an echo, I'm not sure. All right, and clear prop Mavic 2 to 90.
Launching.
If you guys want to hold the controllers in front of the camera so they got something to see here, you guys can hold those up like that, and I'll make sure you guys are in the shot. All right. All right, and talk us through what you guys are opinion, what you guys are seeing, what you guys are thinking, etc., etc. All right, can you go ahead and adjust the EV down? I think we had the EV set way up last night, so it may still be up. It does look pretty blown out. Go ahead and hit record on that so we can see that for everybody. If you want to show them the image, you can hold up in front of the camera and show them the images on that, John. Because right now we're just seeing the back of your shoulder.
Now it stopped at 0. It's not doing anything.
Huh, so the counter is not running right now. We changed the SD card in here thinking that maybe that was the problem earlier. Let's go ahead and hit record again and see what happens here. That's really going, cranking for a long time there. Yeah, air came up earlier today, this morning early, and now it's just going around in circles. I don't know why. That's not speaking real highly of the aircraft at the moment. Honestly, I am just not a fan of this whole Fly app. Aircraft's great. Fly app, I'm not consistent on. Hey, it did gray out. Maybe the app crashed. Now I'm getting an error. It says vision system error. SD card unavailable. Switching to aircraft internal storage. Okay, well maybe our SD card's got a fault. That's strange because that's the second time we've had an error with that. But now it's recording, so maybe the SD card's got an error. We'll chalk that up to the SD card failure. Not sure if it really is or not, but we will chalk that up as that for now and give it the benefit of the doubt. So we are recording now, and you guys want to switch it, leave it that way? He's pretty blown out. How are your picture look?
Oh yeah, right now looking, it is definitely pretty blown out, which is I think standard for this time of day, looking at the sun.
Yeah, I agree.
Without any filters. It's that time of day where any filters are pretty essential. We are in the
Yeah, and the now we have the standard unit right now. Go ahead and change it to a direction where it looks good on the screen.
Yeah. No, we have plenty of distance.
And let's keep recording the whole time. And okay, yeah, show them that image there. Let's go ahead and do a side-by-side record of that, so you guys can see that. Go up a little higher. Actually, I can bring the camera down a little bit. There you go. There we go. So, yeah, so you got both of them side by side right there. What do you guys think there? What did you guys opinion? I think John's has a lot better definition than the clouds and stuff. The clouds just look a lot nicer.
I do definitely
just from looking at the screen.
On the screen, a lot more definition coming from the 3, which I think would be expected with the upgrades they made to the sensor.
Yeah.
Something that the 2 always left you wanting a little bit more when it came to that finer detail.
Yeah, I really see the finer detail in his, and John doesn't have the best camera either. I mean, the best phone. That phone has its screen's kind of messed up on the phone. So, yeah, I think immediately I'm just looking at the screen. I'll look at the video footage. We'll post the video footage later on the Mavic 3 pilot group, which we started up last night. A lot of you are on that now. We'll post those, like I said. But really, wow, I'm impressed just looking at the screen how much different it looks. Now, this is the smart controller over here on this side for the Mavic 2, and we will have the Cine version later on this week, and we'll do that this way. I'm actually putting together right now a capture so we can put the smart controller up on the screen, but really I think that in itself says something. You guys want to go ahead and do a speed test and see which one goes faster, and maybe change the settings over to full auto at this point in time, and that way you guys can get the proper resolutions and exposures. And then we'll do a speed test real quick, their current winds, and see, into the wind, away from the wind, what they are as far as comparing the two. Other than image, there's not a whole lot to compare. What would you like to see comparison-wise?
Ask me one more time. What you say?
Tim, you're more of a photographer than I am. I'm more pilot first, photographer second.
Right.
What would you like to see as far as comparison of the two?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing less grain in the video, in the final product. We're doing a lot of flying over the water and including the skies and going through those beautiful sunsets. I would see a lot of grain in the finished product of the Mavic Pro 2 sometimes. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that improved video quality from the Mavic Pro 3, just for creating more of a cinematic-like product, as the Mavic Pro 2 was just on the borderline of what we considered cinema, and now with hopefully has a lot to give us.
Sounds good. You guys speak up John speaking here because we're using the microphone on the laptop right now.
I want to see the difference between how fast it adjusts to the light settings, like how quickly it does auto adjustment. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and put those in full auto for the video.
Yep.
That way they compare their processors to each other, and we can compare apples to apples a little bit.
Okay. Yep. We're in auto.
All right, and you guys want to just do a little lap around the soccer field and take a look at some stuff? Go ahead. He's a good person to keep an eye on. Now, in my truck, the only HDMI cable I found was like a 1 footer, so I don't think that's going to work. I was thinking about tethering the smart controller to the laptop so you could put that on the restream, but it's really not. If you guys have some video to show them here, because everybody loves to see video. This camera doesn't focus very well. One thing about the cell phone is it really focused a lot better. So I don't know, that's a little bit of a problem. All right, buddy, just hang on a second. They really can't see them, but the silhouettes of the controllers really. No, the sun is such that we're really not seeing other than just two silhouettes of controllers being held in front of the camera. So commentary is going to really help. I don't know if I can. Here, I can try to stick hold this camera and see if that helps. Yes. Yeah, it's totally washing out because of the sun. It's just not gonna. It's not gonna look good. The sun has officially come out here in South Florida, so we are. It is really bright right now. So all you're really seeing is the two people holding it. All right, so since we're not really getting the guys come and got to tell us more what's happening here. Nobody wants to watch nothing. Two guys silhouettes of two guys flying. The sun's really coming out. So what are you guys seeing as far as images? What are you guys thinking? John, are you impressed with it? Here, let's stand over here so they can see you guys because Otherwise, they're just let's stay over here on the landing pad or back here somewhere because right now they're just seeing two guys as silhouettes. So let's put some faces in here. All right, so you think it looks great? Why don't you guys just swap?
Sure.
So you guys both know how to fly. You guys are both familiar with each other. I see you got one here, one here. You guys will swap it out. I know this is Tim. This is the first time you get to put your sticks on the Mavic 3, right?
This
Hands on the
is my
sticks.
first time flying the 3, yes.
So you tell us what you think and what your opinions are and how you feel about it. And I'm going to go ahead and jump on Facebook and monitor the questions on the Mavic 3 pilot group on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
So that way, if anybody has any comments, they can jump on there. We're on multiple groups, but I'm going to jump on the Mavic 3 pilot group. Actually, it's owners group. I called it pilot group. It's Mavic 3 owners group. And we're on multiple groups, but I'm going to jump on the. Wait, I got to mute that audio right off the bat here. Mavic 3 pilot group. Actually, it's owners group. I called it pilot. Turn that way down here. All right. Hey, Rude, how are you today? Yeah, Leo, this isn't like typical FPV flying. If we're flying, we're not crashing.
No, not here. We're flying around kids and soccer stadiums, so safety is utmost priority here.
And those of you that are interested, the soccer game behind us, that's actually my daughter over there playing soccer. We're here watching her. I hear somebody beeping low battery.
Oh, I lost signal.
Oh, you lost signal, huh? That's amazing. Oh yeah, it's only 8 gigs of internal storage.
Should
So
we bring it down and get a new memory card in it?
no, I'd say just go. Let's just keep rolling for now.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just keep rolling.
I'm reconnected.
So it disconnected a little bit while I was changing the video for some reason there.
No, it says right now I have signal interference.
Really?
So I'm getting a signal interference warning a little bit.
That's unusual. I'm surprised, really. The OcuSync 3 was really solid last night. We did some testing with it, and it was amazing how far it was running out. But we are right next to also, I have a cradle point right there, and we're standing right next to, and that's putting off really strong 5G and 2.4G wireless right beside your head. So
right, yeah, so that very well could
yeah, that cradle point's sitting right there on the shelf next to us.
If I just stand a little bit further away from the truck, then that might help.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That doesn't help much at all. All right, so we're watching the live chat here on the Mavic 3 owners group. So if you guys want to ask us questions, jump on the Mavic 3 owners group on Facebook, and you guys can ask those questions and so forth, because that's the one that we are monitoring. We are streaming to multiple locations. The aircraft is courtesy of Florida Drone Supply. So what do you guys think? Let's talk. Tell me what you guys are thinking. I see you guys are both like looking right at this thing and monitoring it.
I'm really liking it's very similar. I'd say it's almost identical in flying compared to the two with the controls and the function of how it moves through the air. When I tilt my ankle.
What's that? We can probably go through the settings and change that a little bit too, because the settings, I just left it all stock. It just comes right out of the bag. Hey Charlie, can you come out and help me VO a little bit?
If I ease on the tilt really, really slowly, it's much nicer.
So as I noticed that John's staring at the controller, we're gonna have Charlie over here be a VO and help us maintain a visual contact at all times.
Yeah, we maintain visual observation.
That's right.
The color looks really nice.
The
sky. Definition in the clouds.
The cloud definition I noticed immediately. I noticed that this morning too in the low light. Really, it was flat light. The light was just really gray, horrible lighting. And I noticed there was lots of definition still in the clouds. Because we were flying early this morning, the cloud deck was about 800 feet. We were flying at about 100 feet, so we were maintaining separation there, no problem. But but I was really surprised at how much definition there was in those clouds.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's a really huge upgrade for cloud definition for the people interested in photography and video for on more of the cinema level or even just for printing
Yeah, that
photos for art.
4/3 sensor and all that is
So it's a
really,
huge upgrade.
yeah.
I mean, the Hasselblad one sensor on the 2 was touted as, and it was great, when it came out a few years ago. But people always want more, and I feel
Absolutely.
like they delivered.
All right, so what's your battery life right now?
Mine is
31% on you, and how you looking?
I'm looking that I still have 18 minutes, 47%.
47%, 18 minutes. Let's go ahead and just keep flying and see what happens here. We'll run them down to. Let's go. Let's go ahead and go to 10% this time, which is much further than I normally would go. But let's go ahead and go to 10% and see how much lifetime we actually get out of this one.
Right.
We've been streaming the whole time, so we can keep track of our time on this one. And this will be a true endurance test with this one.
In auto mode, for those that use the drones in the automatic exposure modes, as I tilt up and down, um, it really has a very quick, seamless transition of exposure.
Okay, that's nice.
So for that adjustment, when
So it's really seamlessly switching to exposures and so forth and not lagging a lot. Did you guys do a speed test yet? I want to see which one of these can outrun each other. I'm pretty sure the Mavic 3 is going to win because we had it up to 46 this morning, right, John? Was it 46? 45, 45, 46 with the wind. And we had it into the wind close to 40, 45 as well.
we had to make sure they're both in sport mode for that, correct?
Yep. So let's get you guys on the start lines here, get you guys close together. And let's, if you guys want to pull back over here to the home location.
Okay.
And then we can go that way a long ways line of sight. There's no vehicles on that road, so that'd be a great way to go. Yes. And we're still maintaining altitude separation. You're still at 110 and you're still at 90?
90.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm at 120 and he's at 90.
You guys switched
Switched, yes.
switched people there. Now, our highest obstacle in the area, do you guys want to do a clearing turn to make sure we're clear of all obstacles? I believe we should be at 90, but you want to give me a final check on that, John?
That tower's not the highest thing here.
Okay, so we got that one cell phone tower over there, and that's all we got. That's a lot of Spanish moss hanging on that cell phone tower, doesn't it? That's a bird's nest and a second set of rads.
Probably osprey.
There's a lot of junk on there.
I think this is something a little different from the 2, or at least from the smart controller. When you have the different modes to switch between, which were tripod, program, and sport.
Yep.
And switching between them isn't seamless because it doesn't necessarily switch in flight. You have to go and switch the modes for it to actually take effect.
Okay.
And with this one,
if I'm following, but okay. Keep going.
This one switches seamlessly between.
Okay.
When I'm in a certain mode, it would not. If I was in tripod mode, it would not really allow me to switch to sport in the middle of a flight without changing another setting.
Okay, without if you were like in the mode already in the middle of something, yeah, you can't change it in the middle of modes. All right, let's go ahead and you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, sport mode, sport mode.
Yep.
All right, as soon as this car pulls off the road, because we want to fly down that car, and he's turning off right now. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! All the way down to the end. Well, I just immediately see acceleration on the Mavic 3 just smoked the Mavic 2 on acceleration.
Oh, you ran out of power.
All right, what'd you get your max speed at though? You're gonna cancel that return to home though, because we're gonna run down at 10%, and I know that's set to like 30.
Like 45? 45 miles an hour.
What did you get on yours?
47.
47, 45. All right. Then you guys want to turn around and come back.
Yep.
If you want to go into your battery settings, John, and turn that alarm off just so it's not beeping at us all the time, that might be nice for those that are trying to watch the live stream, listen to the audio.
That's I'm running back at high speed just to see what I can get up to again.
All right.
But you're in critical low though.
Go ahead and bring it back if you need to, John. All right, 10%. Bring it back. Let's put it on the landing pad. All right, clear the LZ, guys.
I'm in standby. Nice landing.
All right, so the Mavic 2 is on the ground, and we have the.
Continuing speed trials.
I think this sounds cooler. I don't know why, but it just sounds cooler. Did you dip an altitude there on that comeback?
I believe so. In sport mode, at this high speed,
Yeah.
it went from 120 to 90.
So it dropped from 120 to 90
Without
in
my
um, in sport mode. Huh, that's
I
concerning
just
a little
went back
bit.
up to 137 just to see if I was duplicating that process.
Yeah, because it looked like you were a little lower when we went past the light pole there, and I thought, wow, I was surprised it was that much closer. So I think you dipped down a little bit in altitude. Like you said, it went from 120 or 130 to 90
120 to 90.
just in sport mode because it was doing the acceleration.
And I'm saying now we're maintaining 136,
So it's maintaining on this test
47 miles an hour.
47. It definitely looks like it's faster too. I don't know why, but 47.2. Now we can see it down the road here. Go ahead and see how far you can comfortably go, and we can still maintain sight of it here. I got a good strong visual on it right now. If you want to stand over here in front of the camera too, we keep moving away from the camera. Probably should stand back that way further too, because that camera is definitely a focused camera.
So I lost I just lost signal here.
Okay. What's your distance?
I am 1,800 feet, almost 1,900 feet away.
Wow. That's not as good as I would expect, but we do have a lot of Wi-Fi interference here at this location. Probably should do that test with a little bit better, a little less Wi-Fi interference. Last night we put the 3 mile strobes on it, and we had 3 strobes on it and all that kind of good stuff, and we were doing a test, and we got much further than the Mavic 2 goes near my house.
Right, we don't necessarily have the best, we don't have the highest elevation here in Florida, so it's always fun to find high elevation.
Now, what I'd like to do today, I think we should try this with the Facebook Live for the days out, or we wait and we get the Senna and do it. Is like to get a VO in a vehicle, and then really see how far we can go with the VO in a vehicle. And I was thinking we might even take, and when we get the Senna, do a dual controller option, where we have a second controller in the VO.
So my flight went up from 130 to, I was actually varying 20 feet in height as I did the high-speed trials.
Really? So you've got a 30-foot basically window that you're running in, 20 to 30 feet when you're high
And I just
speed.
got my first low battery warning at 16%.
Okay.
Check the,
I'm going to look here and see on our live stream just how long we've been flying. So,
wow. That emergency brake is fast.
so the emergency brake just slams on the brakes, huh? Now, we've only been in the air since 29 minutes. That doesn't seem right, but we've been live for 29 minutes.
That was like clear to here kind of deal.
Now, you guys were only 90% battery, like 91, 92 when we took off.
This is 90% battery when this took off. Yes.
Yeah, so 30 is not that bad, really. 30 minutes and 90% battery, that's not that bad.
45 minutes is when you're not filming. I don't think that includes filming. Okay?
Really, I have.
Well, to maximize the spec of the flight time, they don't include any processing of photos or videos.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. You really don't think about the processor taking that much battery power to process the video, but I guess it does. You know. All right, are you down to 10 or what are your voltage?
We're at 12. So I'm still at 12% here.
All right, let's go ahead and just hover down here near the landing pad at 10, and you guys can hear the sound level of this thing. So we are at 12%. If you'll go down just a little bit, yeah. There you go. I'll move the camera over just a little bit here so you can see it in the camera.
I'm getting a critical low battery warning on 3. So this is new.
Okay.
New alarm.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a tone to it.
So right now we're down to 10%. And it's saying to charge battery promptly.
Okay, so it's saying charge battery instead of saying critical low.
And basically it's saying it's going to land and it will not let me
Really? It won't let you. Well, yeah. Can you hold it up though? You can still climb up there, right?
I can still climb, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and hold it up there for a second. I want to tell people this, so make sure anyone is watching still. It's about a long video, so I'm doubting anybody's watching at this moment. But you can always override the critical lands by throttling up. So at 10%, it's going into critical land, and we're going to go ahead and land it here. But you can always override that by just flying the aircraft and give it that up throttle to do so. All right, let's go ahead and land it, and we will end the stream. Thank you very much, guys. Any closing comments for you guys?
This new drone is really sleek. I really like the new cradle. For keeping the gimbal safe is really nice. I'm excited to see more trials, and I'm really excited to see the cinema potential of what the 5K and the 4K 60 and 4K 120 footage looks like when you put it into Adobe Premiere.
Yeah.
And trying to make a cinematic, really vivid video with ocean content.
And we'll definitely put this on. We'll go ahead and we will take on the Facebook group, Mavic 3 Owners Group. We will go ahead and post the link to the video we took today. It'll just be a WeTransfer file of both videos combined. Let's go ahead and turn this off. I want to show people this, how this gimbal locks, because I think it's just cool. See how just centered up there? And now as he's moving the aircraft around, you can see the gimbal automatically locks. And then we just take the sleeve and put the sleeve over top of it. If you want to go ahead.
Really nice safety feature of having that gimbal lock automatically when it turns off instead of being loose, which some people had issues and maybe even damaged their gimbals.
Well, I mean, and I can't confirm nor deny that I would ever be crazy enough to leave the gimbal guard on, but I know that a lot of us have left that gimbal guard on, and then when this cover goes on, as you can see here, it just slides over top, and it just nicely covers everything up. Instead of you trying to monkey around with those gimbal guards, and this one covers up both the props, holds the props in place, everything in place all at once, which I just really like this little cover.
The underside does not cover the props.
It does right there. So the props go in this little compartment here, just like that, so it covers it on the bottom as well as covering on the top, so everything is in there. So you can drop in your bag.
So it
you don't have to worry about
it. It slides in and out of
the case is much better.
The provided DJI bag is much better, and it's now impossible to accidentally turn it on and start up with the guard in place.
Absolutely.
Because it's not possible.
You got to take it off. And then also that guard, the bag only comes with the Cine version, I think.
Okay, or Fly More.
I don't know if it comes with the Fly More or not. We have to check on that, but I know it comes with the Cine version.
But it looks like this will fit in the old Fly More kit bag.
It probably will, yeah, because it's the same form size.
Yeah.
But the bag is not only a bag; it's also a backpack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a convertible backpack thing too, which is kind of neat.
That's better because nobody likes shoulder straps.
And we do have GPC cases. GPC has already made a case for this, and they have already shipped those. Florida Drone Supply will have those real soon.
It's
So
so similar to the two, so there'd be a lot of quick accessories coming out for this.
and DJI gave them the 3D model of 3D CAD ahead of time so they could pre-make it. So anyway, absolutely. So okay, so we got on that so far our official flight time. Well, I mean we're at 35 minutes right now. We landed a couple minutes ago, so we got a little over 30 minutes of flight time, but we only had 91% when we took off.
90, it was 90.
90 right on the money. So we'll do another test later on today, and we'll make sure that we are just pop that battery in right when we start the live stream, so that way we get it clean slated. And we won't run any recording. That way we can make sure we do that full endurance test. All right, signing off. It's been 35 minutes, so if you've stuck with us the whole time, wow, and thank you much.